Well, hello there. Master Hellish here, and welcome to a lunchtime mini-streamy sort of thingy bobby. I'm Master Hellish, and this is either YouTube or Twitch TV, and I've seen a number of people come along already to join in and watch today's stream. I sometimes do a vote or a poll on what I'm going to stream. Didn't really have time to do that today, so you guys are stuck with what I decided. EVE Online is coming your way. So, just checking my headphones. Looks like all the volumes are looking good. And I'm just going to get logged into my character.
Connecting.
Now my interface might be a little bit squiffy, but I need to amend it for streaming anyway. So, let's have a look. Here we go. Yeah, the interface is a little bit wonky. Astrin's here. I can see Astrin's and EVE Online, so I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll drag Astrin in here and go in...
Hello.
Oh my gracious. Yeah, definitely need you... I need to turn you down. Astrin's got one of those bassy voices. In fact, he's set to 200% on my Discord. No idea why. Okay, you're in the yellow now. I'm only just clipping into the red, and my microphone's a little bit close. But you went well into the yellow there. So there we go. I've just noticed my camera's also looking over my head a little bit, so we'll sort that out. So, the one who's the leader, the captain, I can't remember the name. Okay. So we've got a few different people coming along. Astrin's here, a member of the Viewer Plus team, and a member of the mods. I don't know if anybody else will be popping by this lunchtime, but we're just having a casual stream. Now, because I'm streaming, I'm going to set a new user interface up where you guys can see it a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is change the scaling. And I can't remember. Oh, yeah, UI scaling. I think if I switch to 250%, it might be a little bit too big. Let's see. You know what? I think for a stream, that's not too bad. I'm going to have to move things around. And what I'll do then is I'll save this as a setting later on, as a different interface. Because I have 3 different interface setups. I have when I'm playing in 1080 on one screen, when I'm playing 4K on my main screen, and when I'm playing in 4K on my main screen, but I'm streaming. So I have to have to wiggle things around a little bit. So we've got the co-op up and running. I'm going to move things to the edge of the screen. Got a few notifications. What we're going to do today? Well, I think I might start with a level 2 mission. I don't know if Astrin feels brave enough to come along on one of them.
I'll jump in my...
Something.
Something. I can't remember what I've got.
Well, I'm probably over-spec'd for most of the level 2 missions. I'm currently flying this battle cruiser in most level 2 missions. I think battle cruiser is probably a little bit beyond some of them, but hey ho, I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's just check the dashboard, make sure people are here. Stream seems to be working okay. All looks nominal. Cool. So this is kind of almost like an in-between episode. So if you watch my last stream with Astrid and the other guys, we did a back after 5 years stream where we went into wormhole space and, well, Astrid got blown up. But, I mean, we kind of knew that was going to be the case anyway. Yeah. That was kind of the next episode in my EVE series. I think it was episode 23. This is going to be kind of pre-episode 24. So I'm going to be recording episode 24 sometime in the near future. So this is my level 2 security missions. That Gamer Girl says, YouTube is working good, by the way. Can hear you perfectly. Fantastic. That's what I like to hear. So we've got a mission here. The mission is a level 2 mission. Now, what I'm looking for is to start doing level 3 missions. And I need a stand-in of 3 with Republic Fleet to do that. Now, my daughter's shouting at me, and I'm guessing it's because the TV stopped playing the thing that she was... Oh, and there's somebody at the door. Sorry, folks, you're going to have to bear with me a second. I will be right back. I'll leave you with Astrid.
Probably not the best idea. Yeah. I've absolutely no idea what's going on, so yeah.
Right then, folks. Combination of the doorbell going and my daughter being stuck behind a baby gate, which I didn't realise was closed.
Oh no.
So here we go. Look, I've made you some lunch. Like I said, this is the lunchtime stream. I've got some lunch as well. And you wanted, what was it?
Did you not make me any lunch?
I'm afraid, Astrid, I did not make you any lunch. Right. Let's see. Okay, cool. So these lunchtime streams, they're a lot more laid back, where I'm actually eating lunch. But let's just check. Yep, everything's looking good. So yeah, I'm trying to get this standing with Republic Fleet up to 3, and the best way I can think of doing that is by continuing the level 2 mission. So this has ship restrictions, but we're nearly always going to be fine. Yep, lots of different ships can go in there. Destroy the habitat of the pirate leaders and then report back. Brilliant, except now the pirates are Angel Cartel by the looks of it. That's what this symbol is here. And I've got a note on one of my other screens, but also I think I've got a note in game, and I've got notes pinned to my notes pinned to my.
For them, isn't it?
Let's have a look. So damage to deal for Angel Cartel, explosive. Well done, Ashton. So
I can remember which.
I need to have a look at what I'm kitted out with, because if I look here, I've got EMP, nuclear, and phase plasma. Did I accept the mission? Yes, I did. And I'm currently using phase plasma, which is not explosive. That's thermal and kinetic. So
I use EMP's explosive, and so is titanium.
what EMP's EMP? It's also got
EMP does a little bit of explosive.
It does a little bit.
Titanium does 14, I think, which is what I tend to use from explosive.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to find some new stuff. So what we're going to do, we'll view the market details of EMP, and we'll just go and have a look. Let's clear my last search. So I had drones open. Ammunitions and charges. We're going to have to get some more ammo, people. And that's another thing as well. We need to look at if we can make ammo, because we're a bit of an industrial corp. It's kind of like we're industrial, but we like a bit of fisticuffs now and then. We don't want to be completely incompetent at any of that sort of stuff. So whilst I'm looking at the market, I'm going to undock and fly to my other base where my blueprints are stored to see what we've got in the ammo size of things. So for this ship, I need medium ammo. Okay, Nick has subscribed. Thank you very much for the sub, Nick. Streamlabs is coming up with that. It says here has followed, but then it's saying there thanks for the sub. So I'm a little maybe you followed us. I'm not sure. Doesn't make sense. I'm getting mixed messages here, but whatever you've done, Nick, thank you very much for following. I hope you enjoy the stream. So I'm just going to select the Tion Stargate and jump, and then I'll go back to the market and we'll have a look. So you can actually compare various different things, but you can only compare variations between the same thing. So you can't compare EMP to I didn't expand that, carbonized lead, for example. So the only way I can think of to quickly go through this is just to literally just go, right, carbonized lead, what is it? And then just look at the attributes. It's mainly kinetic with some explosive. Depleted uranium, it's mainly thermal explosive with a bit of kinetic. EMP, we know EMP. Fusion, mainly explosive with a bit of kinetic. And what did we say we needed? Explosion?
Explosion, yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like fusion is going to be our best bet. If we look at nuclear, that is mainly explosive with a bit of kinetic. Then plasma is thermal. And then proton is mainly EMP with some kinetic. And titanium, is mainly kinetic with a bit of explosive. So, our survey says fusion. So, what we got in our hangar? No fusion. So, we definitely need to buy some. And one of the best places nearby to where we are to buy some is in the system we're in. So, if we actually look at the market for that. That Gamer Girl says, I don't have a clue what you're talking about here, but I hope it's easy to pick up. It is relatively easy to pick up. The thing about Eve, and I've said this in my videos in the past, is that each individual part of Eve is not complicated. The fitting screen that shows you how to fit where you can fit a ship, it's drag and drop into high, medium and low. You just chuck stuff in. Yes, there's lots of fancy statistics down the side, but the basic premise is easy. There's the chat system. Everybody has used a chat system in a game like the chat system that's here. Yes, there's some advanced features, but again, the simple stuff is easy. So, it's just loads and loads of things, and there can be depth when you go into the advanced settings. Anyway, so don't worry about it. Just concentrate on doing the tutorial. If you get confused, just look it up online. There's loads of resources. It's one of the best ways to learn. So in this system, in Tion Moon 1, Tribe Treasury, they're selling the kind of ammo that I want. So, before we go there, we're going to dock with my main base. And that's where I've got my blueprint stored. So we'll go and have a look at that and see what the situation is. You okay over there, my darling? You like your egg sandwich I made you? You being silly? Yeah. So after lunch, she's going to have a nap. And after your nap, we're going to have some chocolates and maybe play with Lego. We'll see. But it's lunchtime now, so she gets a little bit of screen time. I get a little screen time. And you guys get a little bit of screen time too. Also, Scott Manley did fantastic tutorials for EVE Online. The thing is now, I think that was about 6 to 8 years ago. So some of it might be a bit outdated. The interface might be a little bit different. Even from me playing 5 years ago, the interface was a little bit different here and there. A lot of the basic stuff is the same, but there we go.
Docking request accepted.
Just had a mini sausage. So before we go and buy some ammo, we're going to see what ammo we've got in my ammo crate. So here's all the different ammos I've got stockpiled. And you can see I've got nuclear. I can't remember which one I said I needed now.
Nuclear, yeah.
Was it nuclear? Okay, let's have a look. Show info. Explosive with a bit... Now, are you sure?
Yes.
Because that's only 8 points of explosive damage.
That's
It was fusion, Astrid.
fusion.
It was fusion. 20 points of explosive damage. So, looking in my inventory here, I don't have any medium fusion ammo. Although it looks like I've got nearly 200,000 nuclear ammo. Neil's here. Hello, Neil. Welcome. Lexi, shall I just call you Lexi? Because that gamer girl Lexi. I'll go with Lexi unless you correct me. You'll play through the tutorial, and if you're stuck, you'll just find the stuff on YouTube. Yep, all come along to my Discord and ask in the general channel. People are always happy to help where they can. Right, so yes, I'm getting sidetracked here. I need to... So, I don't have the ammo, but do I have the blueprint to make the ammo? So, we have lots of ship blueprints here. You want to press the back button then and choose one? And looking down the list here, we can make EMP ammo, small EMP ammo, but I think that's about it. Yeah, we need to get more blueprints. So I don't have the ammo, I don't have the blueprint to make the ammo, I'm just going to go to the market and buy it.
We've got one fusion ammo in the corporation hangar.
One?
One.
As in one ammo?
Yes.
Small or medium? Because I need medium.
Small.
Okay, I need medium. So I'm going to buy this, but before I buy that, I'm going to set that destination and undock and fly to it. It's just unfortunate that where all my stuff is stored and where this ammo that I'm buying isn't the same place. Now, the only part of the screen for you guys which is kind of hidden is that you can't see is where my camera is the current system I'm in, but you can work that out from other places on the screen. It's probably like the least useful part of the screen, so that's why my camera's up there. I suppose I could move things around, but nah. Right. So you want what? You're just interrupting now to be cheeky, aren't you? She's watching Bing. So we're going to go and dock to that place, and once we've docked, picked up some ammo, bam, we're going to go and do the mission. Lucian says, "Hey, Master Hellish Gaming. I've seen a lot of your series, but I've never been donating as I'm poor. But seeing you play, Eve makes me wonder if you would accept a donation of game time." Well, I am always appreciative of game time of donations. They do help. I do technically run this as a business from a legal standpoint. It costs me money to do certain things, buy equipment, and run certain bots and services. So donations are always cool. But if you can't afford it, or if you've got other things that are other priorities, that's cool. But if you want to support the channel, there's other ways you can support the channel by liking the videos, sharing them out with your friends, going on to places where you know that people would like my content and letting them know about things. All that sort of stuff all helps towards everything that I do. The other option, of course, is Viewer Plus. Viewer Plus is a small monetary donation. In return, you get rewards. So go to my website, masterhellish.net, and check out Viewer Plus. See if it's something that you might be interested in. But we've now docked up in our in this station here. So we're going to, you see here that where it says all the list of sellers, and this here says station. Previously that said system, so we were in the right solar system. But now we're in station. We're in the right station. So when I do buy this, I don't know how much to buy. I think what I'll do is overbuy and dump some at the base with me. So I'm going to buy probably 5,000. That's just about 250,000 ISK. It's a bit.
So you consider 5,000 overbuying. I remember you buying medium, so a bit more expensive.
Yeah, medium is a bit more expensive. Yeah. You also use less usually than the smaller ammo, but I like to carry somewhere in the region to 1,000 of each ammo type with me. But yeah. I can't afford Eve. Plex bought for ISK. That is why I asked. I can afford it in Eve. Plex bought for ISK. Oh, so you've played the game, got ISK, and then you bought Plex with the ISK. Oh, I see. Well, yeah, an in-game donation, especially if you can afford it in Eve, would be much appreciated. So let's just buy that. There we go. It's a little bit expensive, 20% above the regional average. But it's what's nearby. I'm happy to pay that. It's the cheapest in the area. So if we go into my inventory now and look in the item hanger, there it is. We're going to drag that into my ship hanger. And while we're here, before I forget, we're actually going to load it. So we've got that there. And oh, this is the one thing that I don't like about the interface. So when you're dragging from a container to the fitting screen, the container takes, when you click on it, the container comes to the front, which then hides the fitting screen, which if you've got all your windows big like me, for either because you can't see well or because you're streaming, it's hard to find somewhere to put it. So I have to drag the fitting screen down here and then drag the Fusion on top of it. Now I've got 3 groups, so I'm just going to do them separately. There we go. The other option would be not to have such a big container, but I like having the container of this size, especially when I've got lots of things to see. The other thing that I'm going to do is that I've had these afterburners on this for a previous mission. Don't need them. I am going to fit something in the medium slots, which is going to help with my technical thing here, passive shield tanking. If you know what that is, you have definitely played Eve before. And I've just realised that I've got them just hanging around in my item hanger, so I'm going to put them in my cargo bay as well. Right then, so there we go. We have the right type of ammunition for this mission. I don't know what sort of shield hardeners we've got, but we're probably going to tank this no problem. So we'll undock. Somebody's assigned a contract. Oh! It's an item exchange for Plex, so I'm guessing... Wow, 3,000 Plex. That is very generous. I will just minimise that and have a look at it after the stream. It may be Lutin Toon. I didn't double check, but if that's the case, thank you very much. Very generous of you. So, let me just quickly set the destination to the mission. We're going to jump through the Stargate and take a look. Lexi says, also a non-Eve related question, what are you having for lunch today? You know what? If you follow my second channel, you will find out very soon. Because what I made for lunch today, I recorded for a Hellish in the Kitchen episode. That's right, everybody, that's what I did. I'm going to put my fleet screen here, I think. No. Oh, I don't know where to put my fleet screen. I'll just close it. There we go. Situation resolved. I don't know what to do. So yeah. If you spot me eating something, that's fine. But if you want to know the whole dish, you'll have to wait until that episode comes out in a day or two on my second channel. And if you guys are watching and you're subscribed to my main channel, or you watch me on Twitch and you're not subscribed to my second channel, well, why not? It's got lots of cool stuff on there. It's like where I go to LAN parties and where I go to technology shows, and also daily ramblings from me in my cave here and all sorts. Okay, most of it you might not be interested in, but we'll see. So, Astrid, are you coming along?
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to warp to location. Do you want me to let me know when I drop in and you can then warp to member?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, Stilgar's here as well watching. Hello, Stilgar. Welcome to the stream. If I've missed anybody, I'm sorry. I can see that there are a few people watching. I know not... Eve's quite different to a lot of my other things that I do. And there's also a lot of misconceptions about Eve out there. So there's also a lot of things that people think that Eve is when it's not. Also, Eve's changed a little bit over the years, and also there are so many different parts to Eve that what somebody says might be correct, but it only applies to like 5 or 10% of the game, and that you may never touch any of that. Right, I have just landed on gate. You can warp to me. So Astron's in his ship. I've just landed at this acceleration gate. The mission that we're going to do is just on the other side. Lexi says, I've just subbed to all your channels. I'm looking forward to the video. That's a brilliant way of doing it. That's a brilliant way of doing it. I do have channels that are, what's the word I'm looking for, kind of like not active, kind of like they're archived, that I probably won't put new things on, but certainly my gaming channel and my vlog channel, which is my second channel, almost certainly. So I've got my ammo in, I've got my shield boosters and repair and what. Oh, and Astron's here as well. Astron's here. Let's look at Astron. There he is. Just landed in his Thrasher, which is a Mimitar destroyer.
Destroyer, yeah.
Yep, it's got lots of turret points for guns. Have you got a missile pod fitted to it as well, or?
No, I haven't actually got round to doing any missile research
Yeah,
yet.
I mean, very often, especially with Mimitar, it's projectile turret, and then you can pop a missile on. There's a few ships that they have that are primary missiles, but is it a waste of skill time? I don't know. Right, I'm going to warp the gate in 3, 2, 1, going.
Warp drive active.
So there we are, we're active on the gate now. I can't remember what I'm doing. Let's read the mission details again. I think it is go in and kill everybody. Destroy the habitat. Okay, so we don't actually have to destroy people here. It's just the habitat. So let's go to a different viewpoint. Let's go top down. Let's get the grid out. Oh, we've got people on us.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Okay. I'm going to lock targets on as many of these possible. Pop drones. If they start shooting at you, Astron, warp out and come back again.
I'm tanking them easy enough.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they're barely even scratching my stomach.
Okay, here come the shots. I think... Oh, no. I was going to say, I think all my guns missed them, but no. When they pop and explode, that's the case. The guns that I've got on here, they are 720mm howitzer artillery guns. Basically, kabing, bam, boom. Massive, massive shots. We're going to go back more to a top-down sort of look here. And I'm going to head to... Where's the We need to look down the list and find the habitat. There's the habitat. Now, in theory, we don't actually have to blow up the ships here. We could just blow up the habitat and leave. But on this occasion, we're going to destroy all the ships. And I might... Shall I come back in my Noctis? I'm going to come back in my Noctis. So I'm gonna go for the bigger ships, Astron, if you want to go for the smaller ships.
I'm just heading straight for the habitat and hitting anything that comes close to me.
Fair enough. So I'm just concentrating on the larger ships at the moment. Get my guns out there. There we go. I'm slowly travelling towards the habitat. I don't know why. Let's have a look. You can see these ships are dying very quickly. Stilgar says, I have no idea what I'm looking at. Well, basically, we're in space. This is a kind of... it's called the tactical overlay. So it gives you an overlay of distance of things from you. If we zoom in, it's a bit easier to see. These purple items here, these are my drones, which I've launched out of my bay. The red items are the enemies. Astron is the other purple item way over there. In fact, I think if... Can we look at Astron? Let's have a look. Look at. I think you're out of looking range there, Astron. No, wait. There we go. We are now looking at Astron's ship. So this is Astron's ship. He's firing the guns at the habitat. He's actually doing the mission objective. I'm just flying around... firing my cannons off in random directions, blowing up ships. Yeah, space, where everything still only has 2 dimensions. Not true in EVE Online. Definitely not true in EVE Online. So if we go back to my ship and zoom in, you can see that my ship is just flying straight like that. I can just do this. And double-click in space. If you double-click in space, your ship will go that way. And so now my ship is actually aligning to where I told it to go. And there it goes. Now, because solar systems have a tendency to be on a roughly 2-dimensional plane, there is a lot in EVE which is roughly on a 2-dimensional plane. But it's not always the case. I mean, if you have a look at the probe scanner screen, it's a little bit more interesting. In fact, you can see the orbit of one of the planets here is definitely on a massive skew. So, whilst there is a lot of things in the game that is on roughly a 2-dimensional plane, and the tactical overlay shows you a 2-dimensional plane, the game definitely isn't. And also you can see here that asteroid down there, that rock formation, it's much more down there, but it's got a line that comes up and connects to that. Astron, there's a lot of people that are very annoyed that we destroyed that habitat. Is it dead?
It's not even dead yet, no.
Right, okay. Where's the habitat gone? I can't...
It's about 3 kilometres from me.
Right, I'm taking a lot of damage now. I'm going to head towards you because I have no idea where I am.
Dead.
Habitat's down, okay. Do you want to get... Oh, should we finish these guys off?
Yeah, they're on the ambushes, aren't they?
Yeah, okay then, cool. So... Oh, I accidentally target locked one of the power generators. I don't know what would happen if I blew that up. The only thing that EVE really doesn't get right in this game that I wish it did was kind of like engine inertia. So like if you are powering forward in a certain direction and then want to stop, the ship doesn't turn around and then fire its engines to slow down. It just magically, the engine's cut off and it magically just seems to slow down. I think their explanation for that is small thrusters you can't see. Do you want to go and get something else then, my darling? Okay, cool. Yeah, we're going to kill everything here because, well, they were shooting at us, so why not? I'm also going to remove large collider. There's so many wrecks here.
I've already got large collider. It's turned off on my combat screen, so...
Yeah. Let's see. There we go. So there's only one left. Astron, if you want to stay here, I'm going to go get my Noctis.
Cool. Got your salvage ship, then?
Yep, salvage ship. Let's return to drone bay. And you can then... I don't think you've seen it then, so... Everything is 2D and then there's just one planet that goes, nope, I'm going off in the other way. Well, that's just in this particular solar system. Different solar systems are all laid out differently. So I'm off warping back to mission base now, but I won't hand in the mission. I can see we've got quite a lot of wrecks there, so I'm going to come back with my other ship. You got an apple, my darling?
Apple is my favourite. It is.
Good girl.
I want
There you go. There's a nice one. But what do you do with the bag? And make sure the door is... No, closed. It's a fridge door. You don't want to leave the fridge door. Okay, so here we go. So if anybody does want to have a go at Eve, it is free to have a go. Go to my website, masterhellish.net, and on the homepage, there's a link where you can have a free trial. And also, if you sign up, both of us get benefits. Okay, so I'm not going to start a conversation with the agent yet. What I'm going to do is go to my ship hangar and jump in Manganese, which is my Noctis class ship. It's such a beautiful ship. And then what I'll do is warp to Astrin, and we'll clean up all the wrecks that we made. This is where you get most of the money. Most of the money in a mission like this comes from salvaging the wrecks and looting the wrecks. Let's see, warp to Astrin. Fleet, warp to member.
Warp drive active.
So I love this ship. I love the way it looks. I love the colours. I love the moving parts that are on it. You can see the kind of the... I don't know what that is in the back there, but it's like a misty sort of open bay. Probably the salvaging bay or something like that.
I could just...
I do like
I'm
this.
assuming those bits at the back are supposed to like slide in there really or something, but
I don't know.
maybe.
But I'm going to turn the tactical overlay off. We can actually go in first person. EVE Online does have a first person, so you can go and experience warp in first person. I do love the warp effects in this game. They have changed over the years. As computers have got better, they've improved the graphics and stuff over the time as well.
I'll just come to a stop and turn everything off.
Okay. So I'm going to use the acceleration gate.
Warp drive active.
So that warp jump got us from the space station to the acceleration gate, and this acceleration gate is going to get us to the mission zone where Astron's waiting for us. And because we're in a fleet, I think can we share? We share the
You can't share the reward, yeah.
I think you share the rewards and stuff as well. Have you looted the wrecks, Astron?
I've looted what I can, yeah. The rest is just need salvaging them.
Yep, I can see on the screen here. So what we'll do is we'll switch to an outside view of my ship. Zoom out a little bit. And we'll get to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to target lock as many of these wrecks as possible. And, oh, my overview jumped down. I didn't want that to happen. And then what we do is tractor beam all those wrecks in. And I've got the camera set up so now it's looking at the wrecks.
Oh, do you have your target set vertically there? I didn't know you could do that.
Oh yes, you can change the that. So you see that some of the wrecks have now been tractor beamed right in front of us, and the only thing now to do is to say, okay, salvage it. We'll see what we can get out of those things, and I think there we go. Once you've salvaged them, the wrecks will no longer be there. You can probably see them all in front of the ship now. And when they're no longer there, the tractor beam will disengage, and I can then use that tractor beam on a new wreck. I also need to target more here. So there we go. Get some more tractor beams on the go. Normally when I'm playing in 4K, you can get more ships in down there, but that's definitely not the case at the moment. I need to be careful not to accidentally tractor Astron. I don't think I can, to be fair.
I don't think you can.
No. I mean, I can. Let's give it a go. Right. We'll target lock Astron and see what we can do. We've currently got a certain mode here, which is safety. Safety is enabled. So basically, if you try and do anything which would result in aggression being allowed against you. So if I tried to blow up Astron here now, and I think because we're in a fleet, it might be different rules. But if we weren't in a fleet, Concord would come in and try and stop me, and probably blow me up. So there we go. We've locked Astron. Let's try and tractor beam him. Invalid target. The tractor beam can only be activated on a wreck or cargo container. So apparently, Astron, you're not a wreck.
Yay.
So we'll unlock you as a target. So yeah, this is where the money's going to be rolling in now, I think. Astron's picked up some loot. I don't know what loot you picked up.
Tons of scraps, an afterburner, warp disruptor, sensor booster, shield booster, and a tiny bit of ammo.
Okay.
Nothing.
What sort of ammo have you got?
100 titanium is what.
Okay. Luton says, next mission, try taking a mobile tracking unit with you and then launch it from the cargo bay whilst you kill the NPCs. It will then pull the wrecks to it and you can warp to it with a salvage ship. That's a good idea, actually. A mobile tracker unit. I'll look into that. And then I suppose with the Noctis, I could then just put all salvages on it. Mobile tracker unit. I'll look into it. Thank you. So, let's just get all these being salvaged. I don't know how much worth of materials I'm going to get from this, but at least we'll see. Let's see how we're doing at the minute, actually. So, inventory. The things that we're getting from this level 2 mission are not that great. We've nearly made 200k. And to be honest, I think my time's...
That's what I spent on ammo, so...
You spent that on ammo, did you?
Yeah.
Oh my gracious.
Yeah, I'll get used eventually.
I know certainly in higher leveled missions it is much more worth it. But I think we're going to do these last ones and then that'll be it. I'm not going to do the others.
I mean, from the stuff I've looted from inside, we've got 1.5 mils worth of value. So.
Yeah. Range within 5k. Okay, so I've got 4 salvages that are going to be going on this piece here. Pulling it in. I don't think having multiple salvages on it will actually make any difference. It's just like if the first one fails, because sometimes a salvaging attempt fails. But there we go. Right, okay. Drones all in. Let's head home.
Warp drive active.
Keep pooping you.
Oh, we should have both aligned and warped at the same time. Are you warping?
No.
Okay.
I don't know which station it is, to be honest.
Oh, it's the one where we do the blueprint copying. That's my industrial / mission base. We don't actually have a corp base there. It's too expensive. I think it's like 40 million a month. Our corp doesn't make that yet. We're a new corp with new people in it. So there's the station. We're just going to get docked up. Luton, would you be okay with me doing a giveaway for a small amount of the Plex that you donated? I think it would be a good opportunity to reward somebody who's in the corp and do a giveaway by, well, let's say the end of the month. Get the corp full of people and then we'll do a giveaway for somebody to have enough Plex to get a mega for a month. So I'm just going to empty out the Noctis. There we go. And we can now hand in the mission, complete the mission. We get... you're currently in a fleet. Do you want to share the rewards of the missions with the other members of the group? Yes. evenly split between all members. There we go. Of course. Thank you very much. I think I will do that. So, I'll put a post on social media, maybe later today or maybe tomorrow, about that, and then we'll pick a random winner. Right then. So, that's that mission done. How are we getting on for time? Oh my. We've been 45 minutes already? Right, okay. Let's see how many missions we can hammer in rapid succession in the next 30 minutes or so. Well, press the back button and get it, my darling. Good girl. Also, Lexi says, what's a corp? A corp is kind of the same as a guild in some other games. So it's short for corporation, and it's basically a bunch of people that have formed together, and you can share loot, you can fly together, all that sort of stuff. And you can also then have corps become members of alliances. And that is sometimes where it gets really fun. I did get an offer for not actual alliance, but like kind of like a corporation alliance between just our two corps. I said let's hammer these missions, and I'm sat here talking. Let's have a look at the next mission. Right, destroy the mother-in-law and her escort. It's Angel Cartel again, so I don't need to change the weapons or anything. So let's accept the mission. It's in Gelvin, so we'll have to do a couple of jumps, I think. But I've accepted it. Let's undock.
Gelford.
Okay, so Astrian's out here somewhere. There he is, in front of us. I'm just going to go to the gate. You go through Tion, I think, to get there. I hope so. Should we bring up the map? Let's have a look at the map.
Fire Tion, yeah, I've just set it.
Here we are, look. Here we are. So here's some of the map. So this is where we are in Gulf. This is Tion there. And there's Gelf, where we shorten the names. If you have to say the long names all the times of all these systems, then yeah. So I'm going to go to the Tion Stargate. These ships look better and better all the time. Lexi says, oh, that's interesting. Sorry for being distracted. No, that's why we're here. That's why we're here to hang out, to chat and stuff. And yeah, Astrian, yes, said, yeah, it's a clan. Yeah, it's basically a clan, guild, corp. It's all the same sort of stuff. At the minute, this corp is open to anybody. So, if you are a viewer on my channel, you can just come and join the corp. You don't have to be viewer plus. Most, if not all, the people in the corp are also viewer plus, but that's coincidental. Most of the communications and what kind of like leisurely Eve chat goes on in our viewer plus Discord, but all the important stuff is also posted in the corp postings and things. So there, where's the gate? Gelf. There's Gelf.
Yeah, I'll just wait for you at Gelf. So.
Yeah, I'm warping there now. Actually, it'd be a good idea to reload my weapons, wouldn't it? There we go.
Razin has the Borg and medicine.
What?
Some random rats outside at the edge of the gate. Oh, precursor.
Okay, let's have a look.
At
So,
the gate, there's some precursors. Just
private, status outstanding, location 24 jumps away, date issued, 6 months of game time or ISK if you need them. Yep, I can see that contract. You will get nothing, and that doesn't say that I have to pay anything. Well, I will accept that. Thank you very much. You're about to accept the contract for this. You'll receive that. Are you sure? Yes. Very gratefully received. That will keep me playing Eve for quite a while. Oh, I love these Stargates. They just look amazing.
Oh, they're 1,000 kilometres out. I didn't really notice. I just noticed.
What did you say, Ashton?
The VATs at the gate, they were 1,000 kilometres out. I didn't quite notice that.
Oh, right, okay. Also, what interests me is these gates are actually orientated correctly. So the galaxy is not perfectly 2D. There's a geometry to it. You can actually turn 2D on and off in the map settings somewhere. In fact, I think I'm in 3D mode now. There, yeah. So the differences between the solar systems and kind of the orientations between the solar systems, the gates actually point the right direction, which I think is quite cool. Right, so I'm going to click warp now, and then you can drop on me. And I need to also remember what I'm doing. I am destroying the mother-in-law and her escort. That's controversial, surely. That actually reminds me, I need to call my mother-in-law later. Having a chat with the family is on the to-do list for today. After your nap. We could call Ajima later? Yeah. Right, I am seeing several rats, including the mother-in-law. Let's have a look. We've got a transmission. Well, you little twit, you found me. My daughter never should have married you. Okay, well, I don't think she did marry me, but okay. The word Stargate reminds me of SG-1, which is a fantastic series, by the way. If anybody hasn't watched it, I highly recommend, said Lexi. One of my favourite TV shows of all time. Love Stargate. Absolutely love it. It's what made me choose my weapon when I started playing airsofting. So essentially what's going to happen is I'm going to let Astrid do the work, and then when it all goes horribly wrong, I'm going to shoot it. So I don't know what's going on here. I can't see very well. Where are the enemy? Let's go tactical again. Tactical overlay and zoom out. Oh, there they are.
Over 30 kilometres.
They're miles away. Absolutely miles away. This is where I wish I had an afterburner fitted to this ship.
I do, but it only gets me up to half a kilometre a second.
Well, I'm going to approach the mother-in-law. Neil says, just don't destroy her. That's right. Luton says, I don't have to go to Ahmad to collect the Plex. They arrive insta-move via a Plex vault. Never move Plex in a ship. Just heads up in case you didn't know. Yeah, I'll look into it properly. I'm not going to carry Plex around in my ship. Ashton, what's your maximum targeting range?
Technically 5 kilometres, but...
Targeting?
Sorry, targeting 30.
You can see this dotted line on my screen, this dotted red circle. That's mine. It's currently around 60 by the looks of it. So I'll be very soon be able to... Oh my goodness, they're all coming towards me. Okay, well, let's lock and load. Targeting several people. I'm just going to shoot... I'm going to keep my drones inside this time. Also, I seem to have lost a load of drones. Oh no, I haven't. I haven't lost a load of drones.
So did you leave them behind?
Yeah. So there we go.
Sunflower seeds.
What?
Sunflower seeds.
Sunflower seeds? You don't eat sunflower seeds. The hamster eats sunflower seeds. Okay, looks like most of my second shots actually missed. Oh no, I did blow up one of them. Oh, and there goes another one.
Sunflower seeds.
And then says... the Ninja says, and when you're done with Stargate SG-1, go watch Atlantis. You're sort of correct. The best thing to do would be to watch them all in correct chronological order, because I think Stargate Atlantis Season 1 starts when SG-1 Season 6 is in progress. And watching them all interlaced correctly, SG-1, Atlantis and so forth, brilliant experience in my opinion. The mother-in-law is nearly gone. There we go. She's had her last whatever it was, and oh my goodness, those two ships just insta-popped. I did 300 damage to that ship, and there's one ship left, which I think Ashton's fighting. And you've just killed it, right? Yep, there it goes. Little explosion on the screen. Little pop. as a few little fire trails come flying out the ship. Right then, I'll let you loot that wreck, Astrid. I'm going to head back to base. It's going to take me a few jumps to get there, and I'm slower than Astrid. The bigger the ship you have in EVE, usually the longer it takes to turn. But you have some very specialist transport ships, which are they're like some of the smallest transport ships, but they move so fast. You're talking almost destroyer/frigate sort of speeds. I'm guessing the weapon that was the P90. I'm often too keen. I'm not too keen on the other series, but SG1's great. I don't mean to make anyone feel old. Oh, SG1 was released when Lexi was born, or before. Oh my goodness, that does make me feel old.
When was SG1 released?
I don't know, but I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Though I have recently been getting used to the realisation that I am old. Totally old. You know that when you're working places and there's like a whole generation of younger people there that look at you and go, well, that was before I was born.
Okay, Lexi's just young. It was 97.
Okay. That's not quite too bad. But yeah, I mean, when you work somewhere and there's a generation of people that are younger than you there, and you know they're younger than you because the stuff that you refer to they think is old, sort of stuff, then you know that you're then old, and you think, oh my goodness, I used to be that person. I used to be that person doing that job where I used to tell the older people stuff, and they were like, oh, that was before you were born, and things like that. But now it's the other way around for me. So I'm now no longer part of that generation, or at least I haven't been for a little while. But I've got a couple of work messages come up on the phone. I am... It's weird. I'm working from home, and I am working today, but I work weird hours. I work a section in the morning, and I work a section in the late afternoon and a little bit at night, mainly due to childcare. So let's just check to see if we've got anything that's urgent. Nope, nothing urgent. Just checking it. So now we're going to dock, and we'll hand in that mission, assuming that Astron's not there anymore.
Yeah, I've already made it to the station.
What? You've already...
I beat you to the first jump gate.
Oh my god.
Even though you walked before me, yeah.
See, that's another thing. The ship's warp speed is different as well. I've got an Orca, which is a massive, massive ship. And it's so slow, even at warp. J-Bay just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Well, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy it. Lexi says my first job was an apprenticeship when I was 16, and the next youngest person was around the mid-30s, so you felt out of place. I've worked places where the age gap between different people is massive, but you don't really feel it because everybody is just so friendly and so just getting on with things. And that's very much what it's like at my place now, which is one of the reasons why you get that realization. You don't realize that that person is so much younger than you. There's people there that I say, they say something and I'm like, I wasn't born then. But then there's also people there that say I say something and they say I wasn't born then. So it's almost like we've got three lots of generations within the department. So we're back at base and we're going to hand in the mission. We're going to share it with Astron. There we go. And we've got just a few more minutes of the stream left, so we'll go and do another mission. Now, because I'm not actively working at the moment, I can push the stream out longer than an hour. So let's request that... Oh, hang on. How far have we get in level 3 missions? We're up to 2.55 standing now. I mean, that needs to be 3s. Right, let's see. Saves a man's career. I'll try that again. Save a man's career. That's the name of the mission we're looking at. We've got an item of reports which has to be dropped off here. So the objective is to find this person, destroy his ship, loot the reports, and come back. I've got a feeling this could be quite a quick one. Depends. Sometimes they're down a few. You have to go into different pockets with different acceleration gates. If you're a bit worried about these sorts of missions, or you want to make sure you're doing them right or well prepared, there's guides online for each mission. It will tell you what to expect in each pocket. I mean, you still have to do the hard work and actually perform well to do the mission. So this is a Dead Space encounter
Active.
at a particular hideout. It's infested by rogue drones.
Oh. Let's change the targets then.
Hang on a
Oh,
minute.
Tom.
Wait. Unwarp. Cancel warp. Cancel. Can I? Yeah, cancelling warp. Rogue drones. Let's have a quick look at the details of this. Mission briefing. Yeah. We might need to change the damage type. The good news is once I've acquired all the different damage types, I don't have to go around getting any more. Rogue drones. Let's have a look at my notes. Damage types. Oh, are they're not... Are rogue drones part of the Agent Cartel? Or are they just not on my list? Oh, rogue drones. I've got damage type dealt. They normally deal explosive damage. I think they
Damage
take...
to resist varies.
Yeah.
Damage to DOM.
You want my darling? You want what?
It's not on this list. I changed it into the other list.
That's the only list they have, my darling. It's all in here somewhere, my darling.
But I wanted the sparkle one.
We'll see if you can find it. If you can't find it, watch something else, because it's nearly time to finish.
Why?
What about fireworks? Do you want fireworks? Go on then, choose fireworks.
Low level missions seem to lean towards EM thermal. High level missions tend to lean towards explosive kinetic apparently.
Well, you know what? I'm just going to reload what I've got. I mean, I can switch to my EMP if it's not working, but let's warp in. Coolman's here. Hello, Coolman. Yeah, I'm just going to warp in anyway, Ashton. We'll see what happens. We'll just YOLO it. We'll just see what happens. I'm feeling lucky. Okay. It looks like a one pocket thing with no acceleration gate. You can come to me now.
Just a bunch of airfish or what's that?
Yeah. I'm just going to start locking onto these guys. They're all targeting me. I'm going to launch drones. And I'm going to fire in random groups. Oh my goodness, their ships just popped. I did 3 volleys, 2 ships are down already.
Yeah, drones just pop instantly.
My drones just killed somebody. Oh my goodness. These guys are going quicker than I can target them. Jay says, I heard Bing, incoming copyright strikes. Hopefully it's muffled enough in the background enough that it's not a problem. While I'm having my screen time at lunchtime, she's having her screen time at lunchtime as well. She'll have a nap. We're going to do a Lego later, I think. Okay, I can see what Astron's shooting at, so I'll shoot at other things. There's still a few of them out here. I don't know whether to drop... yeah, I'm going to send my drones back out. I don't know why I wouldn't send my drones out. This one's taking a bit of a beating at the minute. My drones are shooting at it, and I'm shooting at it. I've got a spare cannon. I'm going to help Astron out. Or potentially help him out. Although The thing is that the closer a ship is to you, the faster, the larger the radial velocity is, and the larger the radial velocity, the less chance you're going to hit. There's two main things when it comes to firing weapons like this, and that is the accuracy fall off and the radial velocity vector. So we've got one more guy, and my drones are all going over to him. But you know what? I'm probably just going to let my drones deal with him. I'm not going to waste the weapon. In fact, I'm just going to sit here and reload them while I'm waiting for my drones to deal with it. Lexi says, how do I join the Corp? Also, where do you post that you're going live? I post on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. So take your pick. Facebook's the best place because that's where I post it, and then it gets replicated to the other places. My Discord, it gets put in the main channel on the Discord, so that's cool. So they're the places to go. And how do you join the Corp? You find the Corp, and then you apply. You know what? I can't remember how the actual things you have to do. You haven't been live in a while. That's true. It's been a few days. I've been not very well. I've been very busy, but things are pretty cool at the moment. I'm going to remember to put my drones back in. If you fly off without your drones, you have to go back and fetch them or lose them.
I'm going to fly to and jettison these reports because it'll be easier that way than messing about. So.
You got what?
I picked up the reports. I'm just going to fly to you and then jettison them so you can pick them up.
Oh, okay. I'm going to fly towards you then.
Give me chicken. You ship gens first.
It's all right. The ships have guidance avoidance systems, so I think we'll both probably just buy them. So yeah, Lexi. In short, probably best just to have a quick Google. Just do Eve. How do I join a Corp? And the Corp is Hellish Inc. If you can't find Hellish Inc., find me. Also, is it available on that website yet, Ashton? Do you know?
I've not checked in a few days.
Basically, there's a website where you can look it up. And it wasn't updated in time for me to put it. I normally put it on Eve Who. That's it. EveWho.com. If I can get us on there, I will link it on my website. So, Master Hellish. So if I look at me, Hellish Inc. is showing on there now. Hellish Inc. is showing on there. Okay, so to find out our Corp, you will be able to go to Hellish Places, although I won't be able to do that until after the live stream. And we are now aligned. Oh, it's aligned as well. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, we are so close. I think we're going to bump into each other.
You might want to pick up that cargo container because we already bumped into each other and bounced off.
There we go. There's the reports. So I've got the reports in my cargo hold. We'll go back now. It's not saying that I've got them, but I have. Never mind. I'll just right-click in space and go back to locations and mission-based dock. That'll be fine. It says in your Discord invite link on your website it's expired, so that's what I was looking at too. Oh, the invite link. Oh, right, okay, cool. Thank you very much for that. I will get that sorted out as well. I will fix the Discord link and I will fix the Eve Who thing, and I'll have it all fixed before 2 o'clock. So if you go back to my website by 2 o'clock and look at the Discord link, and look at the Eve Corporation link on Hellish Places. That's the webpage you want to go to. Hellish Places. Down the bottom of the page, it gives you links to places in game. So it gives you links to the Master Hellish GTA Club, and it gives you links to the, I think, World of Warcraft. Not that we're active in World of Warcraft, but it's there. You finished? Daddy's finished as well. We're all finished. It's going to be the end of the live stream. That's the end of Bing.
That's for the
You want one more?
No, I want 1, 2, 3, 4 more.
You can't have 4 more. It's time for your nap, my darling.
And 3 more.
No, not 3 more. I tell you what. 1 more nap, and then you can have a chocky eggy.
Okay.
Okay, you choose your last one then, and then you can have your nap. She's a good girl. We negotiate. And I bribe her with chocolate sometimes. And Ashton's just sent out a link for the Discord, so at least you won't get lost. So
It'll last for 24 hours.
I'm sure I have a permalink set up.
I couldn't.
I'm sure I have a permalink set up for that site, but never mind. So there we go. We've done a few missions. We got my standing with Republic Fleet up to 2.57. So this afternoon, I'm going to fix those links on my website. My daughter's going to have a nap. I'm going to do some tidying up. Maybe do a bit of extra work, although I probably work a little bit too much sometimes. But I'm doing some coding at the minute, and I'm really enjoying it. So sometimes when you enjoy your job and you've got the time to do it, you put a little bit more in. And that's what I've been doing. I might even play a little bit more Eve later, but that is going to be the end of today's lunchtime live stream. I want to say a special thank you to Astrid and all the Viewer Plus subscribers here for being on the Viewer Plus server with me and helping out. A massive thank you to everybody who's come and joined the stream today, and an extra shout out to Lutin for your donation of your Plex. I will be doing a Plex giveaway. I will put a post on my social media either tomorrow or the day after with the information about how people can win that, and I'll see you all soon. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and if you want more distractions, more videos, there is a 22 episode Eve Let's Play that leads up to where we are now. So go to my YouTube channel, go watch the Eve Let's Play. Please excuse the kind of old style that I use. It's not quite as snappy. I did less cuts. It was longer episodes. It's more detailed. You see everything. I don't cut as much. But certainly feel free to enjoy that. And once you get to the end of episode 22, 23, you'll start to come into where we are now. But like I said, that's going to be all for now. Thanks for watching. Take care. Remember, look after each other. Be kind. Stay safe. And we'll see you all soon. Bye for now. Say bye, Ashton.